Hi friends, welcome back. Today I have switched up the room a little bit. I just turned everything around so that there's some natural light coming in. I hope that helps with the lighting a little bit. We are going to be doing a full body session today that's very mobility focused as always, but still a really good workout. I do have my foot bar down. We'll keep it down for the whole class, and we're also going to use the box. So make sure you have your box nearby. We are going to start with a little bit of single hand in strap work. I have just one green spring on, which is one medium spring. And I've just got my right strap hung up. I'm going to lay down on our backs to start. I have my headrest up. You can have yours up or down, or if you have a head pillow, you can use that too. When you're ready, grabbing onto that right strap, I'm going to grab the short loop, pressing a little bit of tension into the strap, and make sure you're not squished up against your shoulder rests. Make sure you have a little bit of wiggle room there. Shoulders are dropped down the back. My wrist is directly over the shoulder. From there, I'm going to lift my right leg into tabletop, then my left, lower the right leg, lower the left. Exhale, lift the right, lift the left, lower the right, lower the left. Keep going like this. So when you lift those legs, you'll feel this arm, the lat, the core, especially the oblique on that right side, kicking in to try and keep the carriage still. Placing a little bit of tension into that rope. Just warming up the core a little bit here. Pulling the belly button into spine. Making sure that lower back isn't arching. Let's now start with the left, then the right leg. Lower the left, lower the right. Lift the left, lift the right, lower the left, lower the right. So we're just starting with the other leg this time. Just keep going like this. On this next one, we're going to keep our legs in tabletop position. Inhale to prepare, exhale, let's sweep that right arm down to the carriage, reaching those fingertips long, and then lift back up to the ceiling. Exhale, sweep, lift it back up. Reaching long, so shrugging the shoulders down the back. And when you reach up to the sky, make sure you're not going past the shoulder. Drawing the belly in, drawing the ribs together. And I've just got my left arm resting on the carriage on the other side. You want to try and keep everything nice and even here. So even though you're only working one arm, you still want to keep your shoulders and your hips nice and even and in the center of the carriage. We're going to add on a leg extension of that right leg. So as you sweep the right arm down, extend the right leg nice and long. Bring it back to tabletop as you lift up to the ceiling. Keep going like this. Because we don't have the foot bar there, you can go a little bit lower than usual. Just make sure that that lower back is never arching. Reaching everything nice and long, and then coming in. Let's go for 4. 3. 2. Last one. Reaching back up to the sky. All right, we're gonna keep the carriage nice and still again. And we're just gonna extend that left leg. So now it's the left leg, the other leg, extending out long, coming back to tabletop. It doesn't have to be a super low extension, even if you wanna extend it up to the sky, that still works. Go for 3 and then we're going to add on. Last 2. Last 1. On this next one, as you extend that left leg, you're going to open the right arm out to the side. Bring everything in, keeping the carriage still. Extend the left leg, open the right arm out to the side. Reach back up. I have just a slight bend in my elbow here to help with control. Four more. Keeping the core nice and stable. 2. And 1, coming in. You can rest those feet down. Just drop the knees from side to side a few times if you need. And then you can hang that strap up. I'm just going to grab my other strap so we can do the other side. Alright, so grabbing onto that left strap this time, holding onto the short loop, reaching the arm straight up to the ceiling, and then pull a little bit of tension in that rope so that your wrist is over your shoulder. From here, we're going for those little marches again to tabletop. So we start with the left leg, lift the right, lower the left, lower the right. Lift the left, lift the right, lower the left, lower the right. Keep going here, keeping that carriage still. And you'll feel especially that left side switch on when you lift those legs. Let's reverse it. So now we're going to lift the right, then the left, lower the right, lower the left. Keep going like this. Right leg lifts first, then the left, right goes down, then the left. One more like this. Alright, we're going to lift our legs into tabletop and hold it there. Now let's sweep that left arm down to the carriage and then reach it back up to the ceiling. Slow and controlled. Reach the fingertips long and then straight back up to the sky. Focus on keeping those knees over the hips. Exhale as you sweep. Let's add that leg extension. So as you sweep the left arm, the left leg will extend long. Bring everything in. Exhale as you sweep. Again, we can go a little bit lower without the foot bar, but if you want to extend your leg up to the sky as well, you can do that. Or you can extend it out on the 45. Or you can go all the way down nice and low, just making sure that that lower back isn't lifting. Staying strong and stable through the core. Let's go for 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Bring everything in. Alright, keeping that left arm up to the sky. Now you're just going to extend that right leg nice and long. Bring it back to tabletop. Exhale as you extend. Scoop through the lower belly to bring it back in. Just got 3 more and then we'll add on. 2. And 1. Alright, this time when you extend that leg long, you're going to open your left arm out to the side, slight bend in the elbow. Bring everything in. Exhale as you reach and open. Inhale to return. Go slow. Again, if reaching the leg low doesn't work for you, that's fine. Reach it up to the sky or a little bit higher. Keeping that carriage as still as you can. We've got 3 more. 2. Last one. Bring everything in and then lower those legs down. You can drop the strap, just relaxing through the front of the hips, dropping those knees from side to side. Alright, we're going to roll on up. And we're going to change our springs to just 1 light spring. So for me, that's 1 yellow spring. Taking that green spring off, and I'm going to grab my box. I'm going to place it on in the short box position, so short ways on your carriage. I'm going to start with a little bit of inner thigh work, kneeling. So I'm just coming around to the back of the reformer, placing the left knee down onto the platform, and then my right knee is on the carriage. I'm up nice and tall through the body, little tuck under of the tailbone, arms nice and long by your sides. Let's start by opening that carriage out as you open those arms up to a T. And then bring that carriage in, lifting up, growing nice and tall as you bring that carriage in. Take your time here, really focus on getting nice and wide. And then pulling, zipping up through the inner thighs to bring the carriage all the way in. Good. Make sure here your bottom isn't sticking out behind you. You want to keep a little tuck under so that you're up nice and tall. If this is too easy, it can be a little bit easy in this kneeling position. If it's too easy, just drop the yellow spring off so you've got no springs on. But I find that can get quite intense, especially because we are going to add quite a bit more on for our inner thighs today. And as your hips warm up, you'll probably notice you can get out a little bit further each time. Alright, on this next one, we're going to come out, open those arms out to a T. Once you're at your end position, you're going to turn your body to the back of your reformer as you bring the carriage in halfway, back to center as you come all the way out, and then lifting through the inner thighs to come all the way in. Open out, twist through the upper body as you bring the carriage halfway in, all the way out, and then all the way in. So the twist is only through the upper body. Keep your hips facing forward. My palms are facing down. Shoulder blades drop down and back. Good. On this next one, we're just going to stick with the halfway. So all the way out, you come in halfway, rotate with the chest, back to center as you go all the way out. Breathing, go slow. Keep the hips facing forward. Three more. Last two. Last one. Press all the way out, hold it there. Let's take 10 seconds to bring the carriage in as slow as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, I'm gonna scoop my knee that's on the carriage a little bit closer to the box. My other foot is on the platform now, so instead of my knee being down, my foot's down. I'm then going to drop my left elbow onto that box. I'm just going to press out and then come all the way in. So I'm just straightening my platform leg and then bending to come back in. I've just got a nice stretch coming up here. Lifting up through the bottom ribs. And on this next one, as you press out, your top arm's gonna reach nice and far overhead. Reaching over for that lovely side bend. And then bring that arm by your side as you bring the carriage in. Keep the hips pressed forward. Lifting, sending lots of energy through your bottom ribs. And then bend to come in. Really reaching that arm nice and long overhead. Trying to create as much length as you can through the top of the body. Keeping the bottom shoulder dropped away from the ear. Two more. Last one. Holding it on this one. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths here. And then bringing that carriage all the way back in. I'm going to keep my knee that's on the carriage down there next to the box. And my other foot is going to step off to the front of the reformer. This foot is kind of next to where the foot bar would be, toes turned out to the sides. We're going to go for a little squat like position, which is still going to work this inner thigh, and it's also going to work the front leg. So hands on your hips. You're going to sit the hips back as you let both knees drop away from each other, and then come all the way in and up. And so like you're doing a squat through the hips, trying to get nice and low, and then bring that carriage back in. The only difference is, obviously this leg, we're working the inner thigh. Good, and try and keep your body weight exactly where it is. So your shoulders are over your hips. Your body is just going up and down. So don't let your body come out with the carriage. Exhale to scoot back in. Slight lean forward with the body. Try and keep the back up nice and straight though. So it's a hinge coming from the hips, not a collapse of the spine. Let's go for 4 more. Two more. On this last one, hold it low. And then this time take 5 seconds to bring the carriage in. Coming up slow. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Shift your weight forward so you can step up off of your carriage. And then we're going to keep the foot that's on the ground where it is. Other foot's going to go up next to the box. We're going to keep that leg nice and straight. So press the carriage out. Keep that leg nice and long. And the top of my foot and my knee is facing forward here. Hips are staying nice and square. Let's take it into a side lunge. I'm going to have my hands by my temples. So sitting that bottom down and back. Pressing through your front heel to stand back up tall. Keeping this leg that's on the carriage nice and straight. Again, same thing, we're letting the body hinge forward from the hips. And I still have a slight turn out because that's what's comfortable for my body. If you want to have your toes facing forward, that's totally fine too. Good. On this next one, we're going to add a little rotation. So you're going to sink as low as you can into that side lunge. Rotate opposite elbow to that front knee. Back to center and then stand up. Sink low. Rotate the body. Back to center and then stand up. Let's take 3 more and then we're going to hold it low. Last 2. On this next one, hold it nice and low. Just keep rotating back to center. Staying low through that front leg for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up tall. Grab grab a quick drink if you need one, and then we're going to jump into some arm work on the box. Alright everyone, time for some more arm work. So I'm going to hang up my straps so I can grab them. We're going to sit down on the box and we're going to change our springs to just one green spring. So I'm taking off the yellow. I have just one green spring on. We're going to reach behind us, grab onto your short loops, and then pull a little bit of tension in those ropes so you can see your hands. I'd say the hands are a little bit in front of the hips here. Slight bend in the elbows, palms facing forward. We're simply going to open those arms up overhead and then lower them back down. Keep going like this, reaching up overhead and lowering back down. So I'm not letting my hands swing back past the hips. We're trying to keep the hands nice and still and on the same trajectory the whole time. So they're not sweeping forward or back, they're just reaching straight up and straight down. Think about shrugging the shoulders down, keeping them away from your ears, even when you reach up overhead. Keeping that nice gentle bend through the elbows the whole time. Good, palms stay facing forward. You can also have a little slight hinge forward of the body if you need for balance. But by having those hands slightly in front of the hips, it should feel pretty comfortable, just reaching up and down like this. Let's go for 4 more like this. 3. 2. And 1. Sweep those arms by your side. We're now going to sweep the arms forward. Turn the palms down to reach up, overhead, not back behind the head, kind of just in front of the forehead, and then open out to the sides. Sweep the arms forward, reaching long. Turn the palms down, reach it up, and then circling around, going slow and controlled. Take your time here, make it a nice flowing circle. A lot of stability and control through those shoulders. Let's go for 3 more like this. Last 2. Last 1. We're going to reverse it. So start with those hands by the sides of the box, reaching up overhead, lower down. Just before you get to shoulder height, flip the palms up to face the sky, and then lower back down. Sweep the arms up. Lower down, flip the palms, big sweep around. Again, make it a flowing circle, moving with control. A lot of stability here. Really, really good for our joints. Let's go for 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And lower the arms down. Nice. Let's drop the straps into the well now. We're going to prepare to do our other side, kneeling inner thighs to start. So I'm going to drop back to just one yellow spring, which is one light spring. I'm now going to come kneeling. So I'll have my right knee down on the platform, left knee down on the carriage. Again, little tuck under of the tailbone so your bottom isn't sticking out behind you. Arms long by your sides. Let's open that carriage out, open the arms up to a T. Control it in slow, zipping up through the inner thighs. Go slow, getting as low as you can, and then controlling all the way in. Good, keep going here. Try not to slam the carriage in at the stopper like I just did then. Very nice and slow. Go for 3 more and then we're going to add on. Last 2. On this next one, open out, hold it there. You're going to twist toward your box, bring the carriage in halfway, back out, come back to center, and then come all the way in. All the way out. Come into halfway as you rotate through the upper body, back to center, control it in. Keep the hips facing forward. We've got 2 more. On this next one, just stick with the halfway in, rotate, back to center, press all the way out. Breathing, we're here for 4, 3, 2, hold it out on this last one, and then bring that carriage in for 10 seconds, nice and slow. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, almost lost it there. All right, we're gonna scoot that knee that's on the carriage right next to the box. Bring that platform foot or that platform leg, bring the foot onto the platform, dropping your elbow down to the box. Let's press the carriage out and then bring it back in. So I'm straightening my platform leg, bend wide to come in. Lifting up through the bottom ribs, we're going to add on that side bend. So you're going to reach that top arm overhead as you press the carriage out, opening the top ribs up to the sky. Lower it back down by your side as you bend that knee to come in. Press away, nice big side bend. Lifting your bottom ribs as far away from the box as you can. And then come back in. Exhale as you stretch. Take your time. Reaching that arm as long as you can, bicep right by the ear. On this next one, let's hold it out there. Reaching long, take 3 deep breaths into this stretch. And then when you're ready, come all the way in. I'm going to step my platform foot off to the front of the reformer, so it's right near where the foot bar would be. My other knee is still up against that box. Hands on the hips. We're sticking your bottom out behind you. And then come all the way back in. Slide the carriage, let the knees come apart from each other. And then coming all the way in. So it's like a squat with that leg that's on the ground. And like your inner thigh side splits with that leg that's on the carriage. Getting as low as you can and control it on the way in. Good. Let's go for 4 more. Three. 2. On this last one, you're going to come in nice and slow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Let's keep that front foot where it is. Your other foot is going to go up against the box. Press that leg out nice and long. Again, you can have your front toes turned away from you a little bit, or you can have them straight on. Let's come into our side lunge. Dropping that bottom back, sinking nice and low. And then press through the heel to stand. Keeping both hips facing forward. Letting the body hinge forward from the hips. Keeping that nice straight spine. I'm going to add on that rotation, so have your hands by your temples, sink low, hold it there, rotate, opposite elbow to that front knee, back to center, and then stand up. Sink low, hold it as you rotate, back to center, and stand. Go slow and controlled, don't let those hips come with you. Let's go for 2 more, and then we're going to hold it low. On this next one, hold it there. Keep working through your rotation. Back to center. Stay as low as you can. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Ooh. Shaking those legs out. All right, keeping that yellow spring on, we're going to turn our box to the long box position. And I'm going to hang my straps up so they're nice and easy to grab. We're now going to come laying down on our bellies facing the back. So find your way down onto your belly. With this one, you want your chest hanging off of the box. So have your chest over the front, legs nice and active. We're going to grab onto just the left strap. Just the left strap, extending that arm long to the side of the carriage. I've got my other hand tucked behind my back here, just so it's not doing any of the work. Grabbing up a little bit higher than the loop. Let's sweep that arm straight up, but keep the chest nice and low. Release the arm back down. Sweep the arm straight up behind you, nice and narrow by the box, by your side, and then release back down. So we are in a yellow, which is quite light, but we are doing some single arm here. If you want it heavier, you can grab up a little bit higher on the rope. Keep the arm as straight as you can. Palms facing in. We are going to now add our chest lift. So as you sweep the arm back, lift the chest up and then lower back down by the side of the reformer. If you prefer to have your right arm somewhere else, maybe on your hip, that's totally fine. Just do what feels comfortable for you. Lifting the chest, squeezing from the middle of the back. Keep the core active here. You don't want the core to relax. Keep pulling the belly in. And on this next one, as you sweep up, can you lift the opposite leg? So I've got my right leg lifting as my left arm lifts, and then lower them both back down. Exhale, sweep up and lift, and lower down with control. Again, even though we're just working single side, make sure that the shoulders and the hips are staying nice and even on the box. Try not to strain the neck, so make sure you're looking directly in front of you, not looking too far up to the roof. We've got 5 more. Lifting that straight leg as high as you can. Lifting that arm nice and high as you shine the chest forward. That's 4. Three, slow and control. 2. Last time we're going to hold it up there. Hold that left arm, right leg lifted. Hold the chest high for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Hang that strap back up, or you can drop it, whatever you prefer. We're going to do the other side straight away. So grabbing onto that right strap a little bit higher than the clip. I'm going to bring my left hand behind my back. Keep the chest down to start, sweeping that straight arm up. And then lower down slow. Exhale to sweep. Inhale to lower. Reach the arm as long as you can. Last 3, and then we're going to add on that chest lift. Alright, now as you sweep that arm up, you're going to lift the chest up, squeeze from the middle of the back. Lower everything down with control. Exhale, sweep and lift. Lower down slow. Now we're going to start adding in the opposite leg. So as you sweep that right arm up, lift the left leg up to the sky. Lower back down slow. Squeeze the glute to lift. Make sure your leg is super straight. Take it slow. Last 5. Last 3. Two. On your last one, hold everything nice and lifted. Sweep it up, hold the leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Stretch those arms out nice and long. Just take a deep breath here. You can hang that strap up, carefully stepping off of your box. You're gonna just take a seat on the side, sitting on the box. I'm gonna cross one ankle over the other knee. Just taking a little glute stretch here. And then switching over to the other side with that stretch. Good. Let's cross one arm across the body, dropping that shoulder down away from the ear. Switching sides. Bring your fingers together, palms facing you. Press away, caving through the chest, stretching out the upper back. Reach those arms up to the sky, opening your chest, reaching those arms behind you. Take a big circle around, and that is us all done, guys. I hope you had a great session, and I will see you in the next one.